Hello, freaks, geeks, degenerates, and basement dwellers. Welcome to the Warzone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Skruffytalez. And, well, no bullshit. Russia appears to be falling back along certain sections of the Zaporizhia front line. The Russians are, retreat might be the wrong word, but they are being pushed back, definitely. And we're seeing it on multiple maps at the moment that Ukraine is pushing Russia back in Zaporizhia, and Ukraine is advancing into occupied territory ever so slightly. Right, so we're starting off with Mayakovsk 73's map here, zooming in on the Zaporizhia front line. Right here, we can see Ukraine pushing Russia back here on the flanks, just south of Zaporizhia. Russia is pushing in and around Heliopol, pushing westward here. It's slow going, but they are pushing. But more importantly, on this section of the front line, is the fact that Ukraine keeps advancing along this northern flank here, coming in this way south of Kalinivsky by the looks of it, and we can see that on multiple maps. This is Mayakovsk 73, and if we jump over to Andrew Perpetua, we'll go back a couple of days here and zoom in on the same section of the front line. Here you have Barashova and Kalinivsky, and we move ahead a couple of days. You can see here that all of a sudden this section here is now contested. So we can see on Mayakovsk 73 and on Andrew Perpetua's map, and also on Deep State, you can see the same thing here, right here. So you're going to go back a couple of days. You can see moving forward, and boom, you can see here this section becomes contested, and you can see how the Ukrainians are pushing in and around Berezhova, to forcing the Russians back along this northern flank of the Zaporizhia front line. And we head on over to ISW's map. We can see here that this is where Ukraine has been pushing back. We can see that the section of the front line are contested, where you might have Russian infiltration units operating, but the Ukrainians are pushing the Russians back at Primorsk and Stepnohirsk. Very encouraging, but as we see on the other mappers, Ukraine is pushing in south of Verbova, and the ISW map has Ukraine down at Rybne. Not so much here in this part of town, or part of the front line, but that is what we're seeing on every other map. Here you can have the Ukrainians close to Rybne, and also down here south of Bereshova. Andrew Perpetua does not have the Ukrainians down at Rybne, but he is claiming that they're coming in south of Bereshova, and we're seeing it as well on Deep State. You can see here Ukraine close to Rybne and coming in south of Bereshova. So Bereshova seems to be a stronghold that the Ukrainians are now pushing in to surround by the looks of it. And the question is, Ukraine is somewhere close to Rybne. Definitely. I mean, we have ISW claiming that the Ukrainians are here. They have not updated any claims for Ukraine coming in south of Bereshova, though. All maps differ, obviously, from depending on sources and what have you, but most pro-Ukrainian maps have Ukraine south of Bereshova at this point, that we can see here on Deep State in this case, that they're pushing in this way to what it appears to be in an attempt to isolate Bereshova, this town right here. So they're coming down through Terranova, coming in towards Novomykolaivka. So we'll see if they can maybe link up at Zaporizhia and isolate this, by the looks of it, Russian stronghold at the present. So Ukraine is slowly pushing the Russians back in this part of the battlefield, and the current figure is that they have rid some 400 square kilometers of Russian presence in this area here. You can see here, if we go back to ISW, where is it? You can see here the blue here, it's a substantial area that the Ukrainians have pushed the Russians back, and quite clearly visible on the front line if you zoom out this blue patch here. So yeah, that's a decent advance by Ukrainian standards in this war since 2022. Of course, in 2022 they reclaimed all of this up here, and since then the Russians have been having the advantage in pushing, but this is a substantial gain by the Ukrainians from 2023 and onward. That has to be said. And here we have Ukraine control map. I haven't used that in quite a while. I keep forgetting it exists. So if we zoom in here on the western flank here south of Zaporizhia, you can see here a substantial Ukrainian presence in Stepnohirsk from the 23rd of February and 25th of February onward. So clearly Ukrainians has pushed in back into Stepnohirsk, meaning any Russians up here are, at the risk of being isolated if the Ukrainians do secure a foothold in Stepnohirsk. And moving over to this western or northern front line section here, the northern flank as it were, you can see here that we do have a lot of blue dots around Tarnove, and coming down here you can also see that you have blue dots here in this space here where the Ukrainians are pushing in, as we've seen on the other mappers, south of Kalinivsky here towards Novomykolaivka. So there is, by the looks of it, an attempt by Ukraine to coming in around and maybe linking up in this area around Zaporizhia. Depending on, we'll see if Russia is having a proper foothold in Perishov or not. Here we can see how this is a drone being intercepted over Rivne. But we can see that Ukraine control map also has the Ukrainians contesting territory around Slahoda here, close to Rivne. So quite clearly the Ukrainian push along this section of the front line is very effective, and they have pushed into territory that used to be occupied, not just mopping up territory up here like they did initially in February. Now moving into March, we're seeing that Ukrainians are pushing in to occupy territory that the Russians have mapped out as being under their control. Being under their control. And we're seeing it here at Ternave, around Bereshove, and we're seeing it now that the Ukrainians are pushing in here towards Novomykolaivka. And they are really close to Rivne. Very interesting. So things are happening here, definitely. And the Russians, they're struggling at the moment. They seem to be unable to contain the Ukrainians along this section here. And we'll see if the Ukrainians can continue this move southward, if they can maintain momentum and seize initiative in the next month as we move forward. So by the looks of it, it appears as if Ukraine is trying to push down along the river here. What the hell is happening here? I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, so they're trying to move down along the river, which might indicate that they are intent on... What the hell is the mouse doing? Why is it doing this? That they're trying to push towards Solodka. It's close. The Ukrainians are close to it, operating here in this area here, and trying to move down along the river, meaning they might eventually try and push in. Jesus, look at this. And isolating and reaching Solodka. And we're seeing that they're trying to move through Ternave, maybe towards Zaporizhia, coming through Novomykolaivka to... What's the mouse doing? To coming in here, and so that they can push in properly on Bereshove eventually after isolating it. So I think these two maneuvers might be what we can expect. We're probably going to see them trying to move down this way toward Novoroivka as well. But so yeah, these three are the main objectives here, or four rather. I think these two being linked, if reach Zaporizhia, then you're allowing troops to push in on Berezhova. So these two towns are linked in a joint operation, and here the Ukrainians might just continue with momentum towards Novorivka and Slotsky. I think they are trying to come in from the north here in order to put pressure on Slotsky and allowing units to move in from the front, as it were, pushing into town. So I think this area here, this town and this town, is what we might see in the coming month up ahead, if Ukraine maintains momentum and secures initiative, that is. Russia might just move in a bunch of troops to put a stop to all of this. But this push along the river here, I'm very interested to see if they can pull that off, and if we will see a pincer move here to try and isolate Berezhova. So potential pincer move and maybe a push along the river here. That is what I'm most curious about, if we'll see anything of that come into fruition. Well, that's all I have for you this time around. I hope you found it interesting, and that I will see you in the next one. As always, go po marsh Ukraine and give them hell.
Smoke in my lungs, ashes in the sky. I walk through hell just to watch you die. Blood on my hands burns like the devil's brand. Heavy is the weight of a warrior's last stand. Loaded guns, heart of stone. Bring the fire, reap what's sown. The trenches are grave, night burns red. I fight for the living, leave nothing unsaid. Heroium slava. Shadows whisper, scream my name. A nightmare born of this bloody game. Enemy's face twists, my soul is black. I press forward, no time to look back. Loaded guns, heart of stone. Bring the fire, reap what's sown. The trenches are grave, night burns red. I fight for the living, leave nothing unsaid. Heroium slava. Bloodstained hands can't wash away the scars of war that always stay. But in this hell I find my worth, a shield for those of fragile birth. Dark skies whisper you're all alone, but the echoes of brothers lost scream that I am home. Hellfire trails behind my name. Death or victory, it's all the same. For the innocents I give my all. In the ashes let the tyrants burn it full. Loaded guns, heart of stone. Bring the fire, reap what's sown. The trenches are grave, night burns.